everybody. I am Dr. Darren Grillo, aka Canada's Dr. Barbecue. Thank you for joining me. Got a special one here today for us because today is Thursday, August the 1st. Now, I just finished seeing my patients at the office this morning, and I am hurrying home because my barbecue partner, David St. Laurent of BBQ WorX, is waiting for me, and we have to get on the road because this coming weekend is one of the biggest KCBS contests that Canada hosts every year. And it's out in Quebec, in Saint-Péper-to Quebec. This is the Classique Barbecue Labonte KCBS competition. And it's going to be a great one because it not only draws teams from all the way across Canada, but this one is so big that it actually tends to attract a number of really high-ranked teams from the United States that come up and participate in this one as well. So it's going to be a big challenge for us. In addition to that, I am really excited because I finally get to use my new Lone Star pellet grill in a KCBS competition. We've been doing a lot of practice cooks trying to get everything down for our 4 meats. Standard KCBS rules and competition. So it's going to be chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket. We're going to be starting tomorrow, and then turn-ins will begin on Saturday at noon. Well, we'll do our best. Fingers crossed it's going to go well, but thanks for joining me, and come on along for the ride, and we'll see how the weekend plays out. Well, here's the way things work. It is now 10 o'clock at night. We didn't make it to the location where the competition is happening this weekend, and it was just way too dark. So even if we showed up, we'd be setting up our tents in the dark, not knowing exactly where we are. Not a pleasant proposition. So last minute decision, we just pulled off to the road. We found a hotel. We're going to stay here for the night, get up early, continue on, and we'll get there nice and early to the event tomorrow morning. Be able to set everything up when it's light out, know exactly what we need to do, and we'll just go from there. So these things happen. You just got to roll with the punches. Anyway, I need to get a little bit of shut-eye. I'll see everybody tomorrow morning when we're at the event. Well, all right, everybody. Good morning. It is just about 9 o'clock on the morning of the start of our KCBS competition here in Saint-Péper-2, the Labonte Classique Barbecue. And there's only a few trailers that have rolled in here so far, but we were able to get here bright and early after our long trip yesterday. So my partner Dave and I have been setting up our area, which is right here and ready to go. We got the cookers lined up, all set up, trailers set for us. We're going to be doing meat inspection probably in about an hour. I know it might not look like it because there's really no other teams here, one other team. But apparently they said that we're going to start meat inspection at 10 o'clock and then we'll get cooking. It's going to be a long day, but a fun day. Beautiful day, smoking hot. But at least it's now saying it's not going to rain, so that's a good thing. Anyway, we're ready to go. Let's see how the weekend plays out. Thanks for coming along. All right, everybody, time for a little check-in here. It is now 11:30 in the morning on the first day of the KCBS competition here in Saint-Péper-2. And a lot of the other teams are starting to roll in now and get going. Just to give you a little idea of how things are at the moment, it is already well over 30 degrees Celsius here with a humidex of 40. Now, for my American friends out there, let's try and put that in perspective so that you can kind of grasp what I'm saying here. That's approximately 104 degrees. It is friggin' hot. Oh my goodness. So we are trying to find any shade we can get. A little bit of a breeze, but not much, but oh my goodness, it's smoking hot. Just started the cook actually, because I'm doing a new cook with my Lone Star grill, and I'm going to do a long hold, even though it's so far in advance of when the turn-in has to take place. I just put my brisket on now, 11:30 a.m. the day before. So the turn-in for the brisket isn't for another, 25 and a half hours? So yeah, this is going to be a real long hold. It's going to be kind of neat. We'll see how it all turns out. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll try. Oh, here comes trouble behind me now. So these are the important people that I got to kiss their ass. So I'm going to leave you for a second and I'll be back. All right, guys, let me explain who that was that just walked behind me there. That was Craig and Heather Maidens. Now, at every KCBS competition, it's required that KCBS has representatives on site to oversee the contest. And Craig and Heather, absolutely amazing people, super, super people. And they are responsible for all KCBS competitions, basically from Ontario, heading all the way east for the entire rest of the country of Canada. And so even though we're in Quebec here right now, it's still their jurisdiction. So they're the KCBS reps that are here for the weekend overseeing the competition. They're the ones that do the meat inspections. They're the ones that confirm your KCBS registration number. They're the ones that will host the team captains meetings as well as the judges meetings and basically oversee the entire event. So just awesome people. That's who that was there going in behind me. Just wanted to kind of give a little background on that. So yeah, we got the briskets on now. They're going to be sitting in the smoker now for a number of hours before we wrap them and then hold them overnight. A little bit later on, my partner Dave's going to be getting his pork going as well. So the plan is that we're going to try and time it so both the briskets and the pork are ready to be held in the Lone Star through the night. And then that way it'll be the long hold, and tomorrow all we have to worry about are the chicken and ribs. Hopefully making things a little bit easier for us and maybe even letting us get a bit of sleep tonight as well. So let me just walk you over to the Lone Star here. I'll open it up and let you have a quick little peek at the brisket. Dave is moving out of the way because, of course, he's camera shy. But we all know what Dave looks like. There he is there. Anyway, let me show you. So there are the briskets that are on the top there, double and direct with the trays underneath, all seasoned up and gathering a little bit of smoke. And they're going to go now probably, I would think, for, well, pretty much about 6 hours unwrapped. And if I can get it up to the 170 temperature of the crutch, then we'll wrap in butcher paper, let it ride up to 190, and then wrap that in foil and hold it through the night. That's the plan. We'll see how long it takes. Anyway, I'm going to take it easy now and enjoy this nice little breeze because it's smoking hot. Maybe have a beverage or 6, and we'll check back in later. All right, guys, how about a little bit of an update here? It is, what do we got here? Just a little bit after 7 o'clock, and the brisket flats actually cooked faster than I had anticipated. I was expecting somewhere between 8 and 9, but they finished the initial cook, got to the stall, got them through the stall, wrapped them, took them up to 190 degrees internal. Now they are wrapped in butcher paper with tallow, some beef broth in foil pans and then covered in foil, and they're back on the Lone Star, and I'm going low and slow. We've started the hold. So she's set at 160. She's going to go all the way through the night at that, right until tomorrow at lunchtime when we do our final prep and turn in. The pork has been doing really well. Dave, my partner's been taking care of that. So the money mussels have already been wrapped. They're resting. The rest of the pork butts are seasoned and wrapped and back on so they can finish. And then they'll go on the Lone Star for the long hold as well. So things are working really well. We're a little bit ahead of schedule, and we might actually get some sleep tonight. See you tomorrow. Here we go, everybody. It is 10 o'clock at night. Competition is obviously going strong. Everybody pretty much has their briskets and pork on to go through the night. Some people haven't put them on yet. They're going to go hot and fast instead of low and slow. But lots of cooking, lots of activity, lots of camaraderie, some great teams, great people. But for me, it is time for bed. I'm going to get a few hours sleep before I have to get up and worry about the ribs and chicken. So good night. We'll see you in the morning. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome back. It is now Saturday morning of the competition here in Saint-Pétitude, La Classique Barbecue, KCBS competition. And things are very busy at the moment because everybody is in panic mode. That's what happens at these things the morning of the turn-ins. So we've got a few hours. Going to be getting the ribs and chicken going here pretty soon.
Who's
and
panicking? Nobody's panicking.
No one's panicking. Well, okay. The other teams are panicking. We're not, because we cooked yesterday and did the long hold through the night. Now the big question though is, did it actually work? So fingers crossed it did, but we'll have to see. It's too late now to change anything anyways. So we do have some things that we got to do, so we're going to get at it, and we'll be talking soon.
Alright, on part pour le poulet. Chicken. 10, 5. Le wild child, on va le faire un coup. On va avoir nommé le top 10. Poula. On part au top 10. Applaudissements de golf. Rob Sweatin Beers. Numéro 9. 73 Barbecue. Numéro 8. ML Barbecue. Numéro 7, le couche-tard. Numéro 6, Sugar Daddy Bacon Barbecue. À partir de là, on va demander à l'équipe qu'on va nommer de venir chercher son chèque, son petit trophée, et faire des beaux bébés à tout le monde. Numéro 5, BBQ WorX. Numéro 4. Si t'as pas inscrit à la compétition, moi, je vais vous pareil.
And just like that, another KCBS competition comes to a close. It was a lovely weekend here in La Belle Province and Saint-Papertou for the La Classique Barbecue KCBS event. We are overall pretty pleased with our results. We finished a final ranking of 16th out of 26 teams. Took 5th in chicken. The other categories, unfortunately, we didn't do so well, but overall, still a good time. Some wonderful teams, wonderful people, great event. It's our second time doing it, and I'm sure we'll be back again next year. So right now, we are literally just finishing getting packed up here. We're going to get on the road. We've got a long drive home. And next, let's see, September, we do have a backyard competition. It'll be our last one of the year at Stuttering John's backyard competition, which will be a little unique because it's going to be a combination of chicken and ribs, but also steak and cookies. So not a KCBS event, but still a fun one. And that'll be the next event video that you'll be seeing. Until then, I'll try and put out a few more recipe videos and what have you. So thanks for joining me. Everybody out there, just take it easy. And remember, fire it up, have some fun, put smiles on faces, and full bellies. Take care.